Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to XDF Monthly World Record Reviews. We had a great month. In August, we had 225 records, a large number of them from Riffo, Shinx, Goblin, Source 2, Amnesia, Floopy, Amino, Straight, Plaza, Mixinic, Gibbs, Woe, Rectal Rampage, Shirasaki, JH, Kabla, Little Mole, Thorek, Mirio, Brain, Nature, Cottagens, Ninja, me, and Uchi. Great month last month. And over on the stats side of things, Goblin takes the lead over Source. He overtakes Source and he takes the crown of greatest relaxed runner. Vert sticks around in third. The next moving is Straight, is up 2 places, overtaking Nature and Deadfast, and Riffo is up into the top 20 on relaxed running, despite hating the server. Parkour Riffo still at the top, of course. 2 overtakes Rogue for 7th place. Gibbs is up another place, overtaking Malice, and Banana was unable to get into the top 20 this month, but still climbing. And we had 225 total records, 162 videos to play, 137 unique maps and 26 unique players. So a really good month this month. I don't think I've got anything particularly to go through for any bonus information. We now have some cool maps. I'm going to be making hopefully maps like repairing maps that have broken, slicks and stuff. I've done one on Shark 1, and I did this, which is Super Slopping, the map in the background, which didn't work, so it's now working. And yeah, we'll do some of that. XDWC coming soon, and yeah, let's go. I can't think of anything. Check the description. Without further ado, the records. So I said I was going to go for nude stuff, I think, and I actually did, and I got the world record, and that's where my one world record comes from. And then everybody joined, and I got beaten, and Plaza took it by a few seconds, and then took it by a large number of seconds. So let's take a look at Plaza's run. Both of us enjoying the kind of, not incredibly difficult maps, but just very long. Although this map, I mean, when you try to push anything becomes difficult when you try to push it. But, you know, finishing this map isn't actually that difficult as long as you know where you're going. So, 4.5 minute run. Very nice run. I enjoyed playing this map. Proper grind on this one. Oh my god. Wait, Plaza's using that instead of the... Wow. He's not even using the side ramps. So this teleporter you can just run through it and not get the checkpoint. That was the biggest frustration for everybody grinding this, and I am considering fixing that. The reason it's broken is the teleporter and the checkpoint are on the same line. I believe that bug happens in Quake 3 as well. I assume it probably doesn't happen if you're not playing online, but I think it happens in Quake 3. Oh, very nice shortcut there. But yeah, it happens quite often online in Xonotic. It's just that in Quake 3, if you miss the checkpoint, it doesn't matter. Very nicely done through here. All the others are fine because they're not linked to teleporters. That one does get confusing because the checkpoint is dead ahead after the teleporter, so there is a marker for it when we have markers on. There are a few slick bugs on this as well. But it doesn't really matter. No way, he's got a... How? What happened on my run? Because I think this is actually the... Is this the proper run? Where's, let's have a look. Nude speed. Oh, nude stuff. Nude stuff 3, there we go. This is the faster time that Plaza put in. There are better records now, actually. 2 and Gibbs have absolutely destroyed this map later in the month, but those videos aren't up yet. Oh, this just hurts even more that Plaza's got so many fails. It just means that he was running a hell of a lot faster than me everywhere. Oh, so apparently the checkpoint doesn't exist on one of the servers, which is like brilliant because of how the maps are generated. It is weird that it's server-sided, but I guess that makes sense. There's no chance of me taking this back as well. I mean, look at that, a 30-second minus on checkpoint 2. 30 seconds slower than the best on checkpoint 2. Just mad. But yeah, now the really fast guys have got onto it. I was surprised to survive as long as I did. And I pretty much survived. I survived until I completely gave up after as much grinding as possible. And getting genuinely... I was having so many good runs just ruined by that first checkpoint bug. Which absolutely sucks. Does Plaza do the fast route here? Yes, good. But they're not going the upper route. Oh, interesting. There's a route all the way around the outside. I did not know of this route around the outside, actually. Very nicely done, though. Just slightly faster than me. Actually, it's a good chunk faster than me. But, goddamn. So much more time. Whoa, absolutely destroyed Pornstar Slop in this month as well. This is a cracking run, just absolute perfection. This map's been absolutely ground out over the last sort of end of the month before and this month. Just absolutely mad. He was just grinding for so long. I think we got Pornstar Slop in slow as well. Yeah, so... Oh, right. Yeah, so... I forgot about that. There's 2 records. So that last one was a 25:11. This is a 25:10. So if you can spot a difference between these 2 runs, then congratulations. Because I couldn't. I couldn't see where the 10th comes from. It's just such a hard grind to make it happen. But he got it. Absolute madman. And now Pornstar Slop in slow, which is the same map but without the haste. And so slightly different route, generally the same idea. When you're pushing for those, it's a really difficult map this, because when you're first playing it, you're just playing it casually, it absolutely sucks because there's no way to know where you're going to land. But as you get faster and faster and faster at it, you start to understand a route, and when you're hunting for those just like pixels, it becomes a proper thing that there is a route on it. Cos25, new record by Floopy. Of course, a very long map. Another one, I haven't finished this one because 3 times in a row I got all the way to one section and then fell through the floor. I fell through a wall, I fell through a floor. This one I might need to go and fix as well, actually. Because it would be quite an easy fix, I think. It's just, for some reason in Xonotic there's a bug at the minute where if you've got more than 23 surfaces in a wall, yeah, too many vertices with it's 23 surfaces, I think. Which is like absolutely insane. But it should be an easy enough fix, just chop all of them in half. Just make the thing, then split it into 4. Or whatever you need to make it. Nice read through the wall. Using the teleport to start with some speed.
What do you feel?
That's so much better than the way I was doing everything. This is an immense trick to do. But you have other weapons? Damn. Didn't actually know. I completely missed that the other weapons exist in this map. And then up to the trick teleporter. Clean double stack. Oh, super nice. Floopy's incredibly good with these longer maps with rockets. I think one of the things that makes them so good is, like we've just seen with that rocket, you know, you can practice, but things go wrong on these, especially these really long maps. Like, yeah, Clobster's, you know, a minute and a half. Clobster will be next month. I've been grinding that one. Clobster's a minute and a half, but you eventually get your way. But things go wrong in these 10-minute runs. Like, I mean, Floopy's just missed that and gone into the teleporter by mistake. But when things go wrong, Floopy's like pretty good at just putting in a spacing rocket and stuff like that in that wiggly corner from before. Super nice Hagar there. Just Floopy. Okay. So, is this faster? Because there's a teleporter. There's a teleporter shortcut on this section. But it might actually be faster to just be going that fast around the edge of the section instead of like aiming for the teleporter. But yeah, this is a solid time. It would be absolutely incredible to see. Well, a sub 10 would be a great time, but it's going to be tough. But a clean run might be sub 9. Like we've seen a couple of teleporter fails and stuff from Floopy. Oh yeah, that shortcut. It's annoying if I go and fix that. I'll really want to fix that shortcut, but I'm not gonna. I'll fix the... Like, if I get a chance, I'll fix the broken bit in Xonotic where it's... oh, there's a booster there. Huh, I was just running through that bit. Yeah, I'll say it when it comes to the bit. Oh, is it? Actually, I think it's here. Yeah, so some of these walls don't exist, and the floors definitely don't. So you have to stay above on the wall, and it's possible to just get teleported through a hole, which sucks. And you just get flung. So I have never made it to this point, and I'm on like 8 minutes by the time I get here. At least. Actually, do you know what? While we're watching this, I'm gonna message Cos and see if he's got the map file first. Still have map file for Cause 25. Cool. I feel like this is the sort of map that won't work very well if I try and decompile it rather than use the original map file. Ooh, close to getting up there. It's a rough one. What do the records look like? So you got Floopy on top and Riffo with the 13 and 31, so a really, really big gap between records on this. Been a year since that record was set. Why do I feel like I've watched this way more and it's not just been Floopy setting the times? Oh, because it has just been Floopy setting the times. So Riffo took the record a year ago. Then 2 months ago Floopy starts playing and gets second. Then just starts improving the time again and again and again and again. So that explains why I've seen it. And the fact that it's been months between each one doesn't matter, because I watch these monthly. Also means it's been over a month since I played this. Time just disappears, man. Time really does just disappear. Oh, close. Genuinely tricky bit there though. One of the few genuinely tricky bits in the map. Pretty much everything else that's tricky is just to go faster. You could take the normal route through there. It wouldn't be difficult. Here obviously you've got all the bounce pads and stuff and walkways and that. Get yourself up to the top easier. The downwards through the water plasma shooting is quite something. This bit I'd just be waiting for the clock hands to turn around and face me correctly. Straight up the wall. And the final checkpoint. Boom. Beautiful run. Beautiful run. Oh yeah, there's a COS 25 strafe, isn't there? Here is there. No, there's just COS 25. I can't remember why that one was in there, but it was. And here we are onto the new maps of the month. Oh, this is just the slick version, yeah. I'm sure I've seen this map before, but yes. The slick map getting added. Oh yeah, we've run out of maps on Relax Running, so there's no point recommending any new maps until we can fix the overflow with mapping, map list. It's a strange bug, but whoever wrote the code probably didn't expect 1600 maps. What a flaw. Wait up, more hardcore shit maps. Yeah. I want long maps. I need to find, I don't know how to search maps, that's the problem. I probably would play more hardcore parkour if I knew how to filter maps properly and find good maps. But at the same time, like the Quake 3 doesn't even have a way to filter maps properly for that sort of thing. I even tried, I don't think, like it's really difficult to know what, because you need easy but long, and how do you rate something that's 10 minutes easy, you know? Because I was searching through Trackmania, because that has a great search base, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can find anything that's what I want. Oh, this is a banger map, I should have put this in the main section. But yeah, it's ended up in the new. Such a clean map. No stack at the end there. Damn, just going hard enough to get a double jump off the ramp and fling it. Very nice. This one's entirely a pre-fire, so yeah. Nice cut. Oh, beautiful spacing. Absolutely stunning. And half a second behind. Wow. One of those maps, by the looks of things, you could be half a second behind, but you just fall off sometimes. Crouton remake. I'm not actually sure about this map. Is this full Crouton? No, because it's only 40 seconds. All the Crouton maps blur into one, I can't remember most of them. Nice Zed fighting. Very nice. I feel like that wasn't a new map. But this one is. Fair few good maps got added this month. Oh yeah, I should check up on the maps with no video list. I really should just ask for access to a readable login to the server. That was a speed mapping contest, I'm pretty sure. Nice. So instead of taking the slick path... Oh, is this all broken slick? Ah, that's probably why JH isn't taking too much slick. Oh, so was that first slick that JH did just a bugged slick? Yeah, might have to fix that. That's supposed to be an older Cool map then. I'm pretty sure Cool makes slick the Xonotic compatible way, because what basically happens is if you want to make slick but you can't be bothered to make a whole shader for the slick, you just put a slick brush overlapping with your regular textured brush. The slick brush is invisible, but in Quake 3 if they're overlapping then it picks up the slick. In Xonotic it'll Z fight, and sometimes the slick wins, and usually if the slick wins, the slick wins, but sometimes the non-slick wins and they get put off axis, and yeah, the slick's broken. And it seems to be strangely that if something, like if one is broken, they're all broken. So there must be something in the way it's compiled, I'm not sure, but what you do is you go through and you make the texture no drawn on solid so that you fall through it, but the slick is solid, so it's fine. And you have two overlapping brushes, or you make the texture that you wanted slick to actually have the slick surface palms texture, so it's a slick shader, which is probably what I'd do if there's a shader file for every texture that exists. Ah, Floopy's beaten Amino XD Torture. So this is Amino's crazy map. Crazy torture map, back and forth. One of those maps that makes absolutely no sense because the checkpoints aren't on. Wait, you don't need to play any of it? Oh, right. You can just teleport up. Oh, this map, yeah. So, VP Woody. There's VP Woody and then there's VP Woody Strafe. But I'm not 100% sure what the difference is. Can't quite remember. I think there's a bit where you get rockets somewhere, maybe. Yes, that's it. So here you get some rockets. Might give this map a go as well. Another, like, you know, longer map. Beautiful, I love that tunnel. I don't think I've played this one actually. I think I've played VP Woody Strafe, but not this one. Then up ramp slicks, because why not? And some holes in the floor. And into the spikes for the finish. Should have VP Woody Strafe next? By virtue of, yep, by virtue of alphabetical order. I put these into the list. If you go onto xdf.gg, there's a list of newly added maps. I go through, I make a note each month where I left off, what maps had videos by that point, and then I go through them, add them all in, until I get to maps that were uploaded after and don't have videos, or were uploaded very close to the end of the month. And yeah, it's good. Woody. So the strafe run is actually faster than the rockets run on this map by just about 10 seconds. But Plaza's done a classic Plaza thing of being 0.02 seconds off of Amino. He's done that with me. He's tied me on Clobster right now. I need to improve my Clobster time just for that. The massive map that has like 4 or 5k textures, and now is default map on a lot of Quake 3 servers, which is incredible. Looks beautiful. But it is an insane map. You can't finish because of that bit, or what? Oh, it's hard strafing at the start, yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous strafe pads. I forgot about the ridiculous strafe pads at the start. Yeah. I don't know if you watched the walk-up video I just made, but strafe pads are not my favourite thing at the minute. Yeah, strafe pad's not my favourite thing. It was always bound to happen at some point. Hang time 3-3. The full map is not finishable in Xonotic, at least not without a couple of edits. Hang time 2 is insane. I don't think I'm ever going to play hang time, to be honest. Maybe in like a million years. One day I might consider finishing Climb World, but Climb World broke me the last time I tried it. I've done no, I don't think I have. I've done one of them. I've done yellow in Quake 3, but that's it. That was just a test how different it felt. I wonder what map we're going to get at the end of XDWC this year. I genuinely don't get told what map it is. Des just goes and asks Mirio to put it on the server. Right. Yeah. I can't remember who said it. Might have been Banano. Someone said that I could do Climb World and should just like go and do it rather than practicing the segments. So I assumed it'd take like hours, obviously, but it was the fact that I was stuck on Brown, one section in Brown for an hour, getting absolutely nowhere, basically. and that was when I gave up. Nicely done. One shot this bit then, I suppose. Nicely done. Yeah, I think I would have been close to running out of time if I'd continued the run that I was doing on Climb World. Considering Brown isn't even close to the middle of it. And I think it took me like 45 minutes to get there. It was the point, you know, when you've been playing something for so long and then you just start getting worse and worse and worse at it. It was that. That's what made me quit. It was just like, yeah, I'm getting worse at this the more I play. I was routinely getting past halfway to the next checkpoint until I wasn't. And then it was like, oh, I'm fucking not even getting a quarter of the way now. But hard maps be hard. That's just how it is. I think I'll stick to the long but quite easy maps. Very nicely done. This is a new map though. Oh right, yeah, hang time is new maps. Yeah, those hang times. So, that's where you get the blaster. Is the blaster going to be used? No! Okay, so you can use the blaster to avoid going through that section. You can go really high. And if you go really high, you go through a tunnel at the top and you don't have to do the like wiggly bit that slows you down. So I wonder if that'll ever actually be faster. Because you are going to have to get up there, but you should be able to keep your horizontal speed just as well. Super clean run there. That's the end of new maps actually, I think. Leave bugs, yeah, bug 69 is an older map. As is bug 47. Here we go. I've got a banger run on this map actually. Can't remember how I managed to do it. It was one of those just running and then all of a sudden you look at the time and you go, oh, damn. Is this the one? Riffo said this map's got something broken with it. See, Riffo would hate me if I actually... So I tried this map. I couldn't get past... I could get there, but I couldn't get past this bit when I tried it in the actual Quake 3 competition for this. Well, no, there must be a different map. Riffo said one of the SDC UK maps was broken. Oh, right, yeah, so it probably is that one. It just needs the fans fixing. There's a oh right, the button needs fixing. Okay. You're gonna hate me because I'm gonna make it I'm gonna make it ammo. Very nice. And a massive, like, just out of the blue world record, 10 seconds. Knocked off of PB. This is a cool map. I remember this map having something wrong with it, like in the way that you've run it. I can't remember what it was. Oh, absolutely mad distance. Saucy's AD turns are just like so smooth. Double jump off the side of that ramp, very, very, very clean. Oh, this map's crazy. Just super precise tricks everywhere to get as much speed as possible and then get the right spacing to be able to get across to the finish. Really not a difficult jump, but you can guarantee you will have the spacing that means you fall in the hole. You can pretty much stop at the end of that, like the end pier, and jump across to the finish with a pretty average circle jump. But yeah, to do it fast, you can almost guarantee you'll end up with the spacing that means you fall in the gap between. Lovely, lovely run. Source stealing records from everybody's favourite strafe avert. Beautiful. Ah yeah, this map. I got a decent time on this map. I couldn't quite get anything that went full. Clearly very happy with that finish. I don't think I've ever played the rocket launcher version of this map actually. Ah, messed up world record, nice. How come you haven't beaten it then? Okay, I think I'm blind because I can't see the record in the maps list. But oh well. A lovely vert record on this. Getting down ramps off of the pipes, or the cables or whatever between, because they're not square. They have edges to them. Oh yeah, the silly Osas challenge. Skip. It is a silly map. This map looks cool. Might need to go steal some of those textures. Any blue textures from XDWC map? I'm like settled on blue, but I have some large walls that are just like, yeah, that's a fucking ugly monolith. If it's only one texture, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. To add a bit of spice, put a couple of windows in is kind of the plan. Couple of stripes of other colours. We'll see. Might have to unlightify the warning strips from the base game of Xonotic, because they'd probably look pretty good. But they're lights, so I'd have to take the light shader out of them. Lovely, lovely. I don't think I've seen this map. I don't recognise it. Good run though. Smooth and clean. Yeah, there's a lot of maps, not a lot of them are played. It's just interesting when I haven't seen a map, because I've played 90% or something of all Xonotic maps on RR, and I've watched. It's coming up on 3 years. So for me to not remember a map, like at all, I kinda would want to get it to 100%. The problem is all the hardcore parkour maps that are stuck on that server. That is a nice map, yeah. Yeah, the problem is all the like actually hard. Like I tried when you were doing the final map for your one, the vanilla whatever map with the rocket stack and everything. I tried that entire time and didn't even get close. This map's sick. Only when you get it right. Absolutely sucks when you're off. Like, your spacing's off and your positioning's off. Does Vanilla 04 not crash the game? Huh. Oh, you've got a time on it, apparently. Yeah, you've got a time on it. 3 months ago. .78. 2 Amnesia and Riffo have mid to low 8 seconds, so only about double and a bit. A 4th out of 4 is fine. Well, actually, to be fair, probably only about 5 people have tried it. As is always the problem with harder maps, you can only compare yourself versus the people that have finished it, not against the people that tried to finish it. Like, there's a guy that's dead last on that walk-up map, but there'll be plenty of people that, like me, tried it and couldn't finish it. This map got absolutely nuked a couple of months ago. In the real game, Trackmania. Well worth watching. Did we ever fix this map? There's a missing slick, but it's like doable. I'm pretty sure Yeah, I think it's like, it's one of those, it's doable because CPM. What video are we up to? We're about a third of the way through this month. Damn. Long month. I wish I could stream XDWC mapping. It would make it so much easier to convince myself to actually do it. That's such a good run. Shinx is absolutely dominating these sort of maps at the minute. Ones that have been... It's mad, like, I've been doing this for long enough now that some of the maps that were getting absolutely pushed at the start, now the whole community's just got better at the game and are coming back to some of those maps and are able to take them with what seems like relative ease. And there's multiple people able to take them. It's just madness. Because a lot of the other ones have been pushed just by one person, so they're not properly like pushed hard and stuff like that. This map can definitely be subbed. It was so close. JH put a hell of a grind in and then Woe just came and absolutely nuked it. Not much can be said about some of these runs, which means I think it's time for a break. We will be back on the other side of this short absolutely nothing, and onwards we go, straight with Icky. Nice slick map here. Probably check the bumps when I make these videos. I don't think I've ever checked how bumpy the transition between two recordings is, so hopefully it's not too bad for people who are just like one-shotting these. crazy cuts on this map. I like the wood floor texture. I don't think I've ever properly looked at it before. I do like the wooden floor texture. Oh no, it's not the same map. Never mind. So it's the exact same map, but apparently Source has just gone from thick women to thicker women. Oh hey, we're on 322 testicles. My exclamation mark test command to check that the bot's working and that the overlays are all working for the stream. It's number 322. Oh, that's nice. This is a very techie map. Exception. Wait, you can go in that hole without dying? The fuck? That texture means death everywhere else on the map. Why does it not mean death there? I genuinely did not know that. This map got absolutely destroyed. I said yesterday, while recording the first half of this, that this map was beaten recently by Rolling. And then right after I finished recording, I went and was on YouTube, and it got beaten by Axel. It's been absolutely destroyed, and in fact we are slower in Xonotic and Quake than in Trackmania. Although the size does look a lot bigger for us. But yeah. Good old Rico long one. Fixed patch. It actually broke the recording thing because the name of this was too long, so it had to be chopped. Crazy run from, whoa, 0.56 ahead. Must have just not been able to get it to the finish. Yeah, I lost all the time there. And then, can you get that cut into the finish? Maybe not. Super crazy. The number of fixes that map went through and still has entirely cuts. It's like, yeah, the design was just purely cuttable. It's a fun map. Fun to find ways around because they're all quite good. Hey Furry. Yeah, there's like a million ways to cut that map. I have looked at the I need to play this. It's not quite my yeah. Maybe I don't need to play this. I need to do the Minecraft maps, but nah, that's not my style. Shinks. Taking the more normal route through there, getting a DJ cancel I think through there, and again, keeping it low. Does go down to this lower section I didn't know you could take. Absolutely beautiful there, taking it super clean. Just stepping up just enough. Absolutely stunning. Run that. This is an interesting map. Nice start. But it's very much about not catching the weird bits. Coming through here's not too bad. That looked bodged. Down ramp off the corner, nicely over the fences for some extra speed. Don't hit the roof too hard. and very nice. It is a good map. Plays way better in Xonotic than it does in Quake 3 though. Because of the uneven ground, being able to just hold jump on any sort of uneven ground. Like, you have to learn the time, you know, you've got that rhythm of jump timings and then it's just thrown off by mildly uneven ground. Oh yeah, very cool map. I love bollocks. I love Lego Racers. I have Lego Racers 2 on a CD. I have Lego Racers 1 somewhere, but I cannot find it for the life of me. But I know I've got it. Because Lego Racers 2 DRM required you to put the disc in. Lego Racers 1 didn't require you to put the disc in the box. So like, you could just install it off the disc. And I remember getting very confused as to why I couldn't play Lego Racers 2 one time. And Dad was like, put the disc in. Like, oh. So what was the point in all the installing bollocks if I've got to run it off the disc? I now know it's just disc load speeds, but yeah. Really struggled with Lego Racers 2. It was a harder game. Lego Racers 1's pretty easy, but Lego Racers 2 actually quite difficult, especially when you're stupid and don't know how to find your way around most places because it's open world. Looks great, still holds up because of just like the classic Lego style kind of thing. Lego Racers 1 holds up reasonably well, but Lego Racers 2 still looks pretty good. It's a new-ish map, I think. That waypoint there for a strafe switch, I think. By the looks of things there. But very nicely done there. I added up the other week how long I estimate I've taken watching that end film thing, the Xonotic information. I can't remember any of what's on it, pretty much. I couldn't tell you the wording of it, but I've spent about 5 hours watching that over the last 3 years. Yeah, it has the old URL. Old URL still works.
You are so heartless, and you don't care.
And I would assume that the old URL, like xdf.gg, I'm surprised it's not a ridiculously expensive. Because .gg is like already kind of one of the more expensive ones, and it's a 3-letter domain. Like, yeah, it's just nonsense to most people, but it's still a 3-letter domain. Whereas tykisma.info, yeah, no one's... That's not a word. This map looks stunning with decent settings on, doesn't it? Apparently my computer is absolutely rubbish, because Mirio compiled with default Xonotic settings, so I'm using some custom settings to make my maps compile faster. Mirio with default Xonotic settings that are set up for deathmatch maps. Oh fucking hell. The pre-run for the hook. Just cheating. Busted. I love cheating. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my shit computer. Yeah, so Mirio compiled one of the XDWC maps from Kota, which is pretty close to finished. Like, Kota's computer at the minute is dog shit because he's moving between uni and stuff, and there's a lot of weirdness going on, obviously, being at uni in the Ukraine. But he can map, he can play the game, but there's not a chance in hell he can compile a decent map, so he can test it with the test builds. But even the test builds that are instant on most people's computers, they take like 2 minutes on his. It's absolutely disastrous. But Mirio compiled that map with full lighting in 45 minutes. I've had maps trying to compile, like Shark 1. That was compiling for an hour and a half, and it didn't even get close to finishing. I do not get it. Don't understand. But now it takes about 5 minutes to compile maps with lighting, because 2 gave me these better settings that basically, like, you don't need so much detail in lighting in a DeFrag map because the maps are so much bigger and you're lighting whole rooms kind of flat rather than trying to have light and dark shadows for deathmatch and stuff like that. So you can turn down the lighting detail so that it doesn't do it every... By default it's every 8 units is a block of lighting, but you can set that to 32 or even 64 on bigger maps. And some other stuff for making things a bit quicker. So that's pretty good. I'm not quite sure how I compiled what's it? Bike Track and Left is Faster. They were both compiled. Actually, Left is Faster is compiled without lighting by mistake. I changed one thing, shipped the wrong fucking BSP. But oh well. It wasn't really heavily lit anyway, so I'm not too fussed. Bike Track needed proper lighting because of the underground section. Oh, this map's great. I got a good time on this map. I don't think it's particularly high ranking or anything, but it's a pretty decent time. For, like, time's sake. Live world record update, bug 88 has fallen to Riff over the 2320. I mean, this just has no lighting. And this map was compiled with lights enabled, I think. Because it's too dark to not have been. If you compile with single BSP no lighting, just complete flood lighting, it's way brighter than this and way... But yeah, it's too smooth to have had any lights. Because it's all indoors, so you don't... Like, my XDWC map is all outdoors except for one indoor section. Like, or all open to a skybox at the very least. So I don't actually have to do any lighting on that map except for that one indoor room where it goes beneath a roof, which is brilliant. There are a couple of areas that actually I think I will put a couple of lights in just to touch them up because they, like, the shadows kind of look a bit shit from some of the walls. It's like, yeah, just put a light in there anyway. Okay, what? I don't think we've seen that before. Very interesting. Speaking of bad lighting, Acrobat Metal 2. Yeah. So, there's a setting to turn these weird, like, missing texture things off. No, but the missing textures have radiance. Like, the missing textures are light emitting. That fucked a bit, right? This map keeps coming up. This map, like, existed for so long, and I just completely missed it, and now it keeps coming up. It's like Gandhi effect or something? I can't remember. There's an effect where once you notice something, you notice it more. Makes me want to go and play Trackmania 2 Canyon, though. It really does. I'm thinking about going for like a top time on TM2 Canyon E05, the final Canyon map, because I'm pretty sure I'd probably have to do some good grinding to practice, but when I first did that for a gold, I'm pretty sure I could have got a could have got an author time on it at the very least, but I might go for it. If you compile the map with Xonotic settings, it is r_ambient 0. So if you go play the new Shark 1 map that I compiled to fix the slick, and then go play Shark 2, it's different lighting amounts because I compiled it with Xonotic settings instead of Quake 3 settings. It is just a strange thing. And there are poorly lit maps in... Oh yeah. r_ambient 20 makes Quake 3 maps look correct. So everyone plays with ambient 20. But most people know to change it, or know how to change it. I'd rather not do a set temp for an ambient. Just let people choose. Like, I know that they can choose in the middle, but then just more work in it. And like, I think Source has completely different r_ambient settings to everybody else because he uses an OLED monitor. Nice 360. Very nice run there. Clean and swifty. I had a really good time on this map. I nearly had a world record here, and then Mui turned up. I was absolutely grinding to try and beat... I think Woe had the world record and I was in second. And then Mui turned up and, using a worse route than me, destroyed my record. At least Shinx has used my good route. But yeah, that record's gone now. A lot of Rico map being played. Rico uploaded a new map actually, which we won't be seeing for a little while because we've run out of space. As previously mentioned, I think. Yeah, no more space for any more RR maps. Which is quite funny. So if anyone's watching this and you fancy a bit of programming, It's apparently not the hardest bit of programming to fix in the world, but also something that only one server has ever ran into. Having over 1600 maps in Xonotic runs out of list allocation. So yeah, there's a bug report. If anyone would like to fix that, that'd be absolutely divine. Yeah, did see the guide got merged, which is sick. Can't wait to see the guide hold up the next release though. Because the reason it got merged was so that we can actually get some feedback on the guide. Because no one's going to install the guide version. I still think they should just force the guide on everyone. Like, you open the game up for a brand new time, that's the same as opening the game up and the guide exists now. Force the guide on everyone. xdf.gg/guide is actually in the guide, I think. K9 asked me a while ago if I'm okay with having it in there. I'm not sure if he did xdf.gg or if he did the YouTube video. Because I said, like, I'm pretty sure that xdf.gg/guide will keep existing, and if I ever do an update, it will probably get linked to that. Like, if there's ever a need to update the guide and remake it. Whereas the YouTube video is probably a permanent link. Who knows? I had a lovely nightmare last night that my YouTube account got deleted in the middle of XDWC, so that was good. This map's very cool. You can play Duel in it as well as race it. That's why you've got all of the weapon pickups and item pickups just everywhere. I think it is possibly the world's only Duel and CTS map. Like, there's remakes of maps that are for speedrunning. And there's a few CTF maps that have been either ported and you just directly put a start and a finish on the flags, or you know, you play them with fast caps. Right, VP100RL. We're going to skip through this one because there is a better run than this. So congratulations, Riffa, on your run. It looks very good. But there is 3 hours left at the start of this. There was 3 hours left on the playlist at the start of the like the cut that I did. 4 hours total on the playlist, 3 hours when I started this. Which is just under halfway through the videos. 75 done. 90 to go on videos. So yeah, VP100s is over 2 hours of the remaining run time. So we're just going to watch some small bits of it and see what happens. Considering giving one of these a go as my next map. I've been playing Clubster, but yeah, considering giving the RL or the BFG a go. It definitely won't be slick, and it probably won't be strafe. Oof. Rip. Rip bozo. Glad that just skipping around randomly has shown us 2 Riffo fuck-ups. I'm sure there's probably not that many on this map. But apparently there will be a route to this at some point. Riffo will make a route and it will be exact. It is a great map though. XDWC coming up soon. Coming up next month, which means I have to do things. Damn it. One hour HP map in XWC. We played an impossible version of Climb World last year. That was funny. Can't remember who got to the finish of yellow and then found out that it's impossible because Q3 hitboxes weren't enabled for some reason. We're not quite sure what happened there. They should have been copied over. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And here with VP 100 Haste. This one has also been beaten, as has the next one, which will be BFG, I believe. They've all been beaten, so we'll watch the full... Are you kidding me, Brain? Come on, man. The worst part is this isn't the first run. It's not even the first run of this map, and it's just got an instant... Look at that! It's 10 seconds behind at checkpoint 5-6 because you just stopped in the first 30 seconds of the map. Madness. Absolute madness. VP's map for this XDWC, for anyone wondering, is an absolute fucking masterpiece. Ooh, unlucky. An attempt was made. Is this beaten by more than 10 seconds? It's just beaten by quite a lot. I can't remember exactly how far, but it was beaten by a decent chunk. Wait, what? The video doesn't even... It's not even the full video, look. We're at 22 minutes in. And we've got 13 seconds left and it's a 26-minute run. So the video actually broke recording. Great. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, not the first time that's happened, won't be the last time. Morrow's not even trying to do run don't stop. The video's just too long. Might do it myself actually, at some point. Because if I can set something up to record at 60 FPS and then play it 2 times speed and then half the video speed, then I could record it in only like 45 minutes. I think this map's broken on one of the servers. Seem to remember. It probably got fixed. Nice. Acrobat Bridges, a map about jumping on bridges where the first thing you do is jump off the bridge. One bridge, 2 bridges. Three bridges. We'll call it 4 because he did land on the end, but he did hit the finish trigger in the air. The finish on this is mad. Just does not feel like you're going to drop. Very techie DJ cancel type map. Of course, a map Shinx. Shinx seems to be banging out the DJ cancel types. 522 spotted. Oh fuck, you can go up those? Madness. Absolute madness. Crazy guys. Right, we're skipping this one. I believe. Yes. We're just going to completely skip this one because Riffo has the next record anyway, which is a minute and a bit faster. So there's no reason. With the others, I'm happy to skip through them because, you know, people deserve their runs, but Riffo's got the next one anyway, so we'll take it. On the same map, not just this one. This is actually a cool map. Some of the maps Riffo uploaded a while ago onto HP are absolute dog shit. Like the full pre-run map. It's a 4-second map. But the entire map is a pre-run. I think it's ARJT. Whole thing's a pre-run. There we go. That might have been what Woe did on the previous run that put him so far ahead that he then lost the time. Because he was massively ahead there. Beautiful run. It is insanely fast. Such a good trick at the start. There we go. Right. We will watch all of this on 1.5 speed. Which I've decided is the fastest we can go before it starts to look really shit in 30 FPS. That was something I learned last month. doing a lot of these videos, the longer videos. Speeding it up looks alright on my screen, but my screen's still 60 FPS. If you want to watch these videos in full, the link is in the description to the original playlist that I'm watching these off of. So yeah, they'll be up, and you can just scroll through that playlist, watch however you like. Slow motion, 60 FPS. Pretty clean runs. The BFG is hard because you can use the secondary fire like Riffo's doing now off the floor. So that's a pull. Pulls you towards where you're shooting. So you just have to look slightly in front of you, shoot it with the secondary fire. Or you can use the primary fire, which is just a supercharged rocket launcher. But it really does just blast you away from the walls every time you use it. So you're pretty much always using pull unless you want to get away from a wall. If you want to get away from a wall, you use push. So there Riffo was using push because he both wanted to get away from the wall slightly and push himself down a little bit more. And there, push. Obviously push if you're jumping. But yeah, super crazy run. Definitely more interesting than the Quake 3 one's ever going to be, you know, without the ability to do the pull, just with the supercharged push. But they do have ceiling bug, where you can get stuck in the ceiling and control yourself much better than you can with AD. So potentially could be some sections, but it's going to have to be sections with perfectly flat roofs. Like this section, you'd probably just be ceiling bugging in Quake 3. Problem with it is you have to remember the exact route for a 20-minute long map, because it's you have to go backwards to do ceiling bug. So like here, you can go super fast. You can go way faster with push than you can with pull, if you can get to a bit where you can push. But most of the time, like there's no ceiling. There's nothing to boost off of. So here, down a straight line, you can use some shots. So Riffo's mixing it pretty well with the left and right clicks. Only 15 seconds ahead. Keeping it tight through here. As much as I love these runs, I am going to be glad when the chaos of these super long VP runs calms down. Because it is going to mean less crazy long runs to watch that are just like this. But I do want them to have really good good records by the time that the craziness calms down as well. Because if they can get pushed quite well, that makes it worth watching these sort of things. Which is nice. But if the upload bug doesn't get fixed, then we're going to have no new maps, which could severely lower the number of records uploaded if there's only new maps on HP. Waiter, more HP shit maps, please. Yeah, video rendering for VQ3 is going to absolutely kill me. Because when we get video rendering for VQ3, we're getting video rendering for Hook as well. Because might as well, right? So yeah, that'll be a hell of a month. I'll probably do some custom. If I can, I'll probably try and sort the VQ3s separate to the regulars and do multiple videos. Want like a whole VQ3 for a month, the whole Hook for a month, the whole... Yeah. Problem with VQ3 is there's so many maps that have not been played. Like at all, so they'll just once videos come out, there'll be so many records the month after as well, so it's gonna be pretty brutal. And Morrow's channel still has an upload cap. It's not 15 videos a day like the default upload cap, but it is a hit. YouTube says that there's no upload cap, but apparently I think it's about 100 videos a day is technically an upload cap, which I think only gets removed if you're a partner. So that'll be an interesting one. Yeah. I don't think it would even be possible. I mean, what have we got? So this is compressed. 14 gig for this month. 14 gig of videos for this month, and that's YouTube. That's post me downloading it off of YouTube. So compressed twice with YouTube's compression as well, which we all know is heavy. 1440p 60 FPS, so it's not too bad. And I think my video is going to end up being about the same size and lower quality because it's only 30 FPS. That was something that got me at one point. My Twitch recordings were higher quality than my actual local recordings, and smaller file size because Twitch was doing insane compression on them, like high quality compression because it has the rendering resources, whereas I have to balance rendering resources because the more I spend on rendering, the less I have to spend on the actual game. It's the same reason I don't record in 60 FPS, because I'd have to spend so much more on rendering resources that I'd almost stop getting 60 FPS in some games. Obviously not Xonotic or Quake 3 most likely, but certainly would stop getting 60 FPS in Art of Rally, Trackmania probably. Even the old Trackmania, because that game runs like absolute arse being 32-bit. But hey, at least I'm on 1080p now, because I bought a new hard drive. Because I was running out of disk space. Oh, 5e. I've probably mentioned to you before, me running out of disk space on my main hard drive. I'm going to wipe... I might need to do it soon. I'm not sure whether to do it before or after XDWC. That's the problem. I'm going to wipe the drive, copy my entire home folder to my hard drive, wipe the drive and just slowly move things back that I need. Move config folders, because, yeah. Problem there is, do I want to go to Debian? I saw some arguments on Reddit earlier about whether Debian 13 is better than Debian 12. And it's like, well, it's just upgraded. It's like, okay, so on new hardware, people are saying it's better, which obviously, because it's got practically new drivers. But on old hardware, apparently things are missing now. It's like, yeah, we're getting rid of 32-bit support. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Because I've got, like, I went through it, and I've got so many... I've got so many dead folders and dead things. There's nothing big taking up a lot of space. The one thing I do need to sort out is... Oh yeah, video speed shit. Thank you. That still took a lot longer than I thought. The one thing I do need to sort out... See, I just assumed Floopy was that fast, you know? VP Woody Strafe. Nice. Insane switching from 2 there. Yeah, the thing I need to sort out is Steam installing Proton on my games SSD that I now have, because it won't let me move them because they're in use. And it's like, you're not in use. I've only just opened Steam up for the first time. Why can't you move them? So yeah, I might just nuke. I'm looking at nuking Steam as a library folder off of my home, possibly. That's an option. So that my default Steam folder is on my games SSD. That's doable. Because I've decided that's just for games. And then I'm considering also symlinking Xonotic over there, because that has much more space. We'll see how we go. Like .Xonotic, because I can't be bothered to actually make a launch command to change it. Just symlink. I've got so many things that point at .Xonotic that it's not worth the hassle. What was the other one? Oh yeah, I need to sort out my Minecraft because I've got a bunch of duplicated folders. Because I've got a load of different Minecraft installs, and a bunch of them are there's a lot of duplicated files, and I've found out recently that I could have pressed a button at the bottom that says symlink the files instead of... This is a sick map. I'm gonna get on this. Yeah, instead of copying them and having the world saved multiple times, I can symlink the worlds. Which in theory, if I set it up right, I can symlink one folder to be every Minecraft world. The only problem with that is going back and forth between versions. You've got to not accidentally open something in a new version, like in a new version and then an old version, but Minecraft does warn you if you're changing versions and asks you if you want to back up before you do it. So that should be fine. And pretty much the only things that I play in Minecraft are parkour maps, so they don't matter because you can just delete them and reload them. So yeah. Would be quite fun to try and open a modern Minecraft world in a really old version just to see what breaks. But I think you've actually got to do run it through a converter because they changed all of the everything at one point. Nicely done. Rapid from Shinx. It can convert upwards but not downwards. Yeah, it converts upwards but it couldn't convert downwards. You can go down as long as you don't go past a certain version where they changed how the world save is loaded and stuff. You can go down, which only breaks minor things. But yeah. Parkour maps have to be played in their exact version because almost all of them use mods that break every time. The Yogscast song Where's the Modding API, it's 15 years old or something now. Still as true as it was. Where's the fucking modding API? Why is it that I can't play a Minecraft map, parkour map, because certain things don't load if I play it on a new version? Yeah, data packs aren't, because that's what breaks. They break every version. So technically it's an API, but it breaks every minor version as well. So, you know, because Minecraft stopped using semantic versioning. We're only doing a big release when it's enough content. It's like, oh no. Well, okay, maybe they're technically stable, but they are. So if I try to play a Minecraft map that's in 1.20.5 in 120.6, which I did the other week because I couldn't be asked to download 120.5, it didn't work. So I had to go and download 120.5. It's the reason that if I open up my... Let's just shit on Goblin here. I have all the versions. Good run, Goblin. Poor timing. Oh, this will be a good map. This is an absolutely insane run. So you start bouncing. Oh no! Starts bouncing later. Wow. Gets more slick. Normally you start bouncing straight after those reds, and that gets you the right spacing to do a cut up. Goblin absolutely nuking it. This is your new champion. Goblin took over the #1 place on the relaxed running leaderboards. Yeah, the end cut's massively annoying, but you can. It is pretty consistent once you get the timing of bouncing. Where'd my textures go? This must have been the grind Goblin put in that got him the overall rank, if we're being honest, because look at all these records in a row. Source took many records this month. Goblin didn't. I mean, if I go find the post that I showed at the start of... So this is the image I showed at the start for the records. Goblin took 25 records, Source took 23. But due to Goblin not having so many maps played, he probably upped his maps played. I mean, I'm going to go back and have a look at last month's. He has 162. Last month he had 133 maps played, and this month he has 162. So he world recorded 90 map. World recorded at least 90% of his maps. So what's that? 162 to 133. So that's 30, and he did 23. 23 out of 29 maps he world recorded this month. Okay, technically he could have revisited a map and taken a world record, but we're just going to say he did 23 out of 29 world records this month. And it's about 200 maps before you're completely... Like, you can just get points on any map that you play. It'll give you whole points. So yeah, gaining 23 world records and gaining 23 points in 30 days. Source even gained 4 points and lost the position. So Goblin streaming ahead. And as 5e's just put in chat, 195 maps played by date of recording on the 18th of September, so 2/3 of the way through the month. He's got another 95, another 20 odd maps, probably another 20 odd world records. That's your proof that XDWC is coming soon. Yeah, true. Still ahead in RR maps played. Don't think most people are going to take that from you. Why not strafing against the wall there on the way up? Surely you would still wall strafe on the way up instead of just holding. Oh yeah, Sawwood Jizzle's been playing, but he's had to go back. Ah, wall bugs. He's gone back to uni or whatever. Haven't seen him on in a few days. Goblin taking names on a high point scoring map here. And here is your current record for VP100 RL, which we are again going to play at 1.5 times speed. Roughly the same time, a little bit slower than the BFG run, which makes sense because you can control your rocket shots a lot better, but you have to, you can't do the pull and stuff like that, so you can't always be using it because you do need something. But like BFG, you can't use a push shot on the floor. And you can't control the push shots quite as easily. They just smash you away from the wall too hard. So we'll chill through this map. According to a quick check of the recording list, there's still an hour left of this playlist. I love long maps. It is going to be so brutal when VQ3 records get added. Can you imagine if Maro finds time during XDWC to do it? It's like right after XDWC finishes and it's like, congratulations, you have 48 hours of world record coverage to do. Ah, shit. I think when that happens, it's going to be back to like when I took that long break couple of years ago in the 2023 lot, where I didn't record them for like 5 months, and then to catch back up just did one every single day, just an hour every day without fail. That was the best way to do it. Just set up, same time every day, 1 hour, go for it. It is, if you ever wonder why I do them in multiple sessions, even on some of the like slightly shorter ones, I go until I stop being able to pay attention and like actually give decent commentary, because I feel like it's kinda owed to it. Yeah, I think not rendering videos is probably a smart idea for the first month. Not rendering the VQ3 videos. But you're going to have Hook, where Hook has most records filled out, I think. The crazy one's going to be if we've got all 3 servers, when new maps... Yeah, times are still getting... No, because when the records come into the online server, it will be stored... Because the way it works is there's a list of maps with a record that don't have a video, and the render script tries to create a video for every single one of those maps. So it's going to store, so it's going to record all of the runs. That's the thing. It's going to do all of those runs that are already existing in one batch. So yeah, it is going to be crazy. But yeah, when we get VQ3 and Hook, new maps getting added is going to give 3 maps every month. Madness. It's going to be more than 24 hours. It's going to be a lot more than 24 hours. That's why I think it's going to end up being a 1 hour per day type thing. Just don't leave it late like I normally leave it to the middle of the month and kind of go, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, a lot of the VQ3 runs are just going to be first records, first runs and stuff. So an hour a day will probably sort it out, but it could be a while off until that gets fixed. It's my own damn fault for getting VQ3 added, because Mui asked for it, but then he didn't know if it was possible, and I was like, well, there's a VQ3. I didn't push for it, but I said it was possible, and made sure that the configs worked. Like I changed the configs because there's a couple of things that are different. And VQ3 had, by default in Xonotic, VQ3 has tap jump on. So I disabled tap jump. So it's hold jump, because that's way better. And we fixed the bouncing off of ramps in VQ3. Doesn't work, like you break your legs when you hit the ground. Yeah, no, not for DeFrag, for us, because there's literally no benefit to it. So having auto jump was the sensible option, just to enable it. If you want to do tap jumping, you're welcome to do tap jumping. There's a setting, CL_track can jump, I think it is. So if you want to tap jump, you're welcome to tap jump, but, you know. There's some arguments going, like, it is probably, tap jumping and scroll jumping versus auto jump is probably the most divisive thing in movement modes. Because Momentum mod currently has the question in KZ. KZ, like, the long time players are like, oh, it's scroll jump is part of the game, but a lot of players are also going, well, yes, scroll jump is part of the game, and yes, in 1.6 the point of KZ was to improve your actual vanilla movement, but now that we're just racing, it is just an element of randomness. So we'll see. I do think I'm going to play a lot more Vintage in Momentum mod than any other mode, because Vintage has auto hop. And I do like Quake 1 movement anyway. So Quake 1 movement plus being able to actually jump properly is pretty nice. This is a bagger run by Thorek actually. The thing I just don't get with auto jump is why the hell does holding jump slow your acceleration in Quake 3? Because if that wasn't something that Carmack programmed in, then I don't think anyone would have an argument against auto jump in Quake 3. Although there is apparently an actual Quake 3 engine, there is apparently a problem with doing auto jump with stairs. Like, it just completely rips stairs to shreds. But you know, that can probably be fixed. And certainly could be fixed with something like Momentum mod. But because of that stupid decision that some people think is a skill, when it's actually just really bloody annoying. I'm not sure if Strafehood was controversial. It's always existed for me. Or actually, no, it hasn't always existed for me. It wasn't. But I barely remember playing before Strafehood. I didn't properly care before Strafehood. Oh shit! Yep. Goblin is just that fast. That is what? Did it work? Yeah. Goblin is actually just that fast. Nice pre-fire. Straight has taken this map back. Yeah. I promise that I slowed down the video back to 1x speed. Big room.
Visions of you.
Very nice. Very clean. What the fuck? It's a 7-minute map as well. The _zon bit is very interesting. It's been ported, but I don't remember anyone doing that. Actually, 2 can port maps, so it might have... Oh, that's a wall run. I was like, how's he doing that? That's brilliant. It's a wall run. SDFGG map slash... This got added 3 weeks ago. With Mino taking the first run. This is the first recorded video, I believe, of it. Looks like an actually decent map. Might have to go on my list. Longer maps to just get, like, I like these sort of maps for just playing them enough for like a couple of days until I've got a cleanish run on them. Then I'm happy. But it'll only go on the list if it's fairly simple. So something like Nude Stuff 3 that we saw at the start of the video. Great map, fairly simple, difficult bits to go faster, but nothing particularly difficult just to complete it. At least when you know what you're doing. Water slick is very interesting physics, yeah. I was trying to use slick on a water on a map to slow people down going through slick as like a Mario Kart-esque shortcut deterrent. Like you can take the shortcut, but you're gonna slow down. And I couldn't make it work because you had the water slick, interesting water slick physics. I also couldn't make making half of it not slick and half of it regular slick. That didn't work. There is no surface palm for lower friction. You either have full slick or regular friction. I probably could have done it, assuming that the entire map had no non-slick on it. That I could have had regular surfaces be half friction. Yeah, set temp friction. The problem was I needed some things to be normal surface. So that wouldn't have worked. Very strange map. Like, so many of Pornstar's maps are just kind of normal maps. I don't know if it's just because we've played them so much. Things like Pornstar Slopping. But this is just very strange. No bugs all the way down there. Damn. We take those. Dick and balls at the start does not help indeed. I got a notification this morning from Quake 3. Nate's made a pack, gone through all of the textures on World Spawn, and made a safe for work pack with no nude images, or no corn as it's put in the post. And yeah, it doesn't help when the model is there, when the physical, you know, To be fair, that's not the idea, because if you're playing a Pawn Star map with kids around, that's your own damn fault. But the idea for that was server owners not having liability, and especially with things like illegal imagery rather than other stuff, and with, you know, porn bans and gooning bans in the UK and stuff like that going further. You don't want server owners to have problems, and they're taking down the rules of you're innocent as long as you take it down quick enough kind of things. So yeah, it makes sense. Covers server owners by uploading those packs. Very cool use of velocity pads on this map. Big up to Juhu for adding the velocity pads and opening us up to so many more maps. Even if it did break me when I had like a 6-hour video run, because so many new maps got added, plus all the... It was the same week that the rocket changes hit. Yeah, that's still the longest video. Yeah, it was the same time that all the rocket changes hit, so all those maps were getting beaten. So yeah, it is the longest. The longest one. Let me have a look. XDF World Record review. Yeah, the first one, December 2022, which was recorded in January 2022. That one was 2 hours, and I was like, oh, this is fine. Then the second one was 4 hours, and then February was over 4 hours. Then it went back down to 2 hours. Then April had 3.5. Then there was the bit where I took a break after April 2023. That was a mad month for me. But yeah, it calmed down there. The shortest one ever was November 2023 because of XDWC. Just under an hour. No one played anything because of XDWC. And that one, like, everything just went straight through. And then since then, it's been an hour and a half to 2 hours for most of them. 3.5 hours January 2025. Pretty big one. Long maps coming in with the release of VP 100 a little while ago, and the last couple have been fairly short, and this one is going to be sitting right around 3 hours. Oh yeah, the rocket changes were definitely a good thing. They were absolutely a good thing. Giving the rockets more force. Yeah, I kind of wish that Hagar Infinite Climb was kept. But yeah. Oh damn, Gibbs actually goes through that gap. Can you? Why do I keep falling then? If I just start from a regular jump. I get to a certain point and then just fall. Oh damn, Gibbs taking a different route here. My angle is the agreed upon 70 degrees. What the fuck? You can do that? What? Oh my god, you shoot that? Holy shit. But this runs slower than Plaza's run, I think. Stuff 3. Oh no, this is actually the world record. Why did I put Plaza's run then? I could just put Plaza's run because he beat me. This is the actual world record now. With some... Oh my god, that's an even crazier cut. And he takes this route. Me and Plaza taking the pussy route the other side. Which we both knew it wasn't as fast. But it's just like dodgy to get around that corner and fall in holes. Still can't get straight up there, which is fair enough. It's bloody difficult. "21 seconds behind at checkpoint 3 as well. That's absolutely mental. Wait, that's slick. Oh, I did not know that was an option. Yeah, that's a lot faster. Yeah, this is definitely on my list of watch this if it gets a new world record, because it's a great map. Oh, he's doing the one-sided strat. I tried doing that, I couldn't quite get it to work. This end is just mad. The fact that you can survive, you just kind of survive this. I was doing a really difficult over the top. And then apparently you can just survive that, and it's fine. This is a good map. I like this. Nobody's played the map since Gibbs set that world record as well. But it's also one of those maps that, like, it's HP gets so mugged off with those sort of things. That's an insane run on an insane map. Here's less than the points you would get if nobody had played this map. Here's 495 points. If nobody else had played that map, you'd get 500.
Oh man, you need some headphones, bro.
What an AD turn there. And what a lovely day. Oh, what the fuck? Did they just... So they left this... Yeah. So what they've done there is they've overlapped Slick with the solid block, and they haven't cut the Slick in the same way, because Slick itself is invisible. So in some we have, the reason like overlapping doesn't work is because, or half the time, that's it. Why would you do such a thing? Here's the VP 100 haste run then. So still not as fast as the regular run, but 2 has both of those records. The regular run is a 21:18. Oh, 2 has beaten it now actually. That's for next. Oh. Well, there's your world record gone. Right, is this not the last? Hold on, I'm not sure if this is the VP 100 haste. This isn't it. We're skipping it because 2's got the next record anyway. Wait, this is the final record of the month. Never mind then. Oh yeah, Braden had the last one. So yeah, 2 has beaten this record, but it is the last record of the month. We will play it. We will play haste in haste speed at 1.5 times. We will get through this final record. Yeah, 1.46 because it multiplies by 1.1 each time instead of just adding an amount. It multiplies and divides the speed by 1.1 and there's no way to change that. Just like that, I still haven't found a way to make the sounds work. So my VLC is playing music and it's at 50% volume. I can turn up the footsteps noises. You still won't be able to hear them because they're footsteps. But I can turn that up to 100%. When this closes and reopens, it'll open at 50%. Or when VLC closes and reopens, VLC will open at 100%. Because for some reason, MPV's volume and VLC's volume are intrinsically linked, and I can't figure out why or what to Google to change them. I do not understand it. I believe it's some sort of probably KDE bug. But annoyingly, I have no way to fix that because I need X11 and I want to be able to keep testing and swapping between Wayland until Wayland is available, which basically means I'm stuck on KDE because that's the only one that can do that. Uh-huh. 1.46 is close enough. And I can much easier just tap the curly brackets buttons. A couple of times and that sets the speed up and down. Scroll for volume as well, but that's internal volume. Right, so that's gone really loud because it changed the volume because I changed the volume in MPV. I don't understand. Makes no sense. That was clean. Well, I just don't understand why two completely separate programs are linked in their internal volumes when I change the volume. I don't get that. Because Firefox doesn't change volume when I change the volume of MPV or VLC. Like, surely changing the volume inside of VLC on the little dial slider at the bottom of VLC shouldn't do anything to completely separate program MPV. Would be my theory. But yet it does. And I don't get it. But my search engine knowledge is terrible and I can't find any information of anyone else having this problem. A fresh reinstall might help. So we'll see what happens if I do that fresh reinstall. Probably end up on Debian. The only problem with ending up on Debian is I do rely on certain updating features of OBS. But at the same time, OBS works perfectly fine as much as I care for it to work right now, and I'd probably flat pack OBS anyway. Thinking about it, just get flat packs. I heard about a program Nala today actually, I need to look into that. Nala, which is a apt wrapper. Which is cool. So it's got multi download, which is brilliant if you're updating once in a blue moon, which I am quite often. Someone was like, this would be brilliant. This might save you some time if you only update once every 6 months. I was thinking, yeah. From on Debian, that's the whole fucking point. It's like isn't that the entire point of running Debian, that you only need to update once every 6 months? That there's no point in running apt update if a program feels out of date, because it won't have an update. Yeah, security updates. I'll install the thing Mint has. I can't remember what it's called. But it's a little widget that goes in your toolbar. It runs, it does an apt update, checks that every time you turn your computer on, does an apt update, and it goes red and gives you a notification if there's a security update, and it goes orange and gives you a notification if there's not. Which is pretty cool. It's like, I love that. I think that's the best way to handle it. It's one of the reasons that it's one of the things I make sure is installed if I'm putting Linux on any family, like resurrecting old laptops for people. Because it's like, you then just tell them, when your computer turns on, it will check for updates. You have to do the updates, but that's a, what's it? Yeah, every browser update. But I'd either be using LTS Firefox, or I'd probably flat pack Firefox as well. That would be something I'd need to make sure it does. I'd have to make sure that it works with flat packs. Because that's something I forget to do. That's something that Mint does really well, because they integrated flat packs into their whole system. If you do apt update, it pulls flat packs as well, which is what you want. Because I bet I've got some out-of-date flat packs, even though I use Arch. I bet I've got at least one out-of-date flat pack, because I will not have updated it. Because I forgot. I don't even know what I've got installed. In fact, let's have a look. Flat Pack. I don't even have Flatpak installed, never mind. Which possibly means I've got a Flatpak installed somewhere. And I can't see it. As long as you don't snap it, that's perfectly fine. The only thing I don't like about Flatpaks, well, one, sometimes they're massively oversized. That I'm pretty sure I sent it that program, the timer, like working timer, so you could track how much time you've spent on different projects. Looks like a brilliant program, but why is it 3.2 gigabytes? I checked the sources. If you go and download, if you go onto the GitHub, you can just download the binary straight off. If you download the binary, it's like 3 meg or something. It's absolutely insane. I don't know what library it's deciding to pull that makes it 3.6 on the Flatpak. But the other thing with Flatpaks, even when they don't do that, because like OBS is basically the same size, Flatpak or not, they go to weird folder locations. Like there's been problems with people before not having Linux, not having Xonotic things work because they're using the Flatpak. And the Flatpak is now official, and it's a brilliant. It works. There's no problems with the Flatpak other than the fact that it doesn't use .Xonotic, because that's not how Flatpaks work. They don't create things in your regular home dir. Steam's a Flatpak, innit? Steam being a Flatpak's fine because it containerizes every bastard thing anyway, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, but all the guides and stuff that I make say go to .Xonotic. I don't mind .file configs, honestly. I've not got too much of a problem with them. Although Des saw my setup yesterday with all of my with all of the files I've got in my home dir. Like I said, you know those people who live out of their desktop folder, like old people live out of their desktop, and they just put everything's on the desktop. And some people live out of their downloads folder. I live out of my downloads folder, my home folder, and my documents folder, and I always have done. And all that happened when I moved to Linux was I was given an extra folder, the home folder. Because prior to that, I didn't have that home folder. It wasn't really a thing that you use, because you just, you default open document. Oh, you should have girl. Meow. What the fuck is girl? Cat girl. Meow. Amazing. That's getting transferred across. I still can't believe that Girl Skateboards hasn't made a cat girl board. It is quite frankly terrible. They also had no female skaters the last time I checked. That's one. That's one. Although her Instagram handle is GapToothBingbo. So, hey. Token girl on girl skateboards. But there it is, the end of the month. Congratulations to 2 for playing us out. Thank you very, very much for watching. It's been absolutely fantastic having you here for this longer stream and longer YouTube video for the month of August. We will be back for the month of September. It's looking like a great month as we go through this one. And we will have some information about XDWC by the time that one comes out. And XDWC will not be far away, happening in October. Date to be confirmed. There will be a video up on my channel. You'll probably find out about it. If you've made it this far through the video, you probably know what's going on. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great month, and I will see you next month. See ya.